we're wrapping up one of the very head-scratching market week so far. This is the final full week in the month of March. By the time we return next week, everyone will be looking at some of the adjustment for their books as we wrap up the third month and the first quarter of 2018. Rotimi Fakayejo from Enterprise Stockbrokers is joining us via telephone this morning to look at a very interesting trading week so far. Rotimi, good morning. It's good to have you on the program.
Good morning, Boston.
Thanks for coming through. It looks like we're getting a bit of a beep here from the bull side, whether this market will return to some green after some very negative a week of trading.
Yes, I think, well, what we saw yesterday, with the market eventually closing positive, after 6 days of continuous loss, I think it makes everybody give a sigh of relief. And at the same time, this morning, I think it's actually getting better. The banking sector stocks that are now being on offer or trading very low, lower than the opening price. I think this morning is quite a different ballgame. We've seen Guarantee Plus Bank trading presently at 45.70, and Zenith Bank trading at 29.20, Fidelity at 2.72, and it's quite heartwarming. And even Access Bank with their results is beginning to stabilize at 2.11.10. So I believe that the market is at least getting to a resilience level. I hope that we'll be able to keep this up.
But next week is when the market is wrapped up for the month and technically for the quarter. So do you think this comeback on the index will hold water when some investors, some fund managers begin to close their books?
Well, I think for the quarter, so far the year-to-date position is still very positive. But for the month, it is negative. So I believe that even if there is no concerted effort to close the market higher than what it is next week, I believe that the market is still very much at pace with the Usher index year-to-date position still at positive. But for me, I believe that with what we are seeing today, there's every tendency that investors who are being on the sell side begin to withhold their positions, and those who have the thinking of the fence, whether to buy or not to buy, they begin to renew their mandate once again. So I think there's a very possibility that we may be seeing the market better next week than what it is this week.
Okay, Rotimi, do have a great weekend. And from Enterprise Stockbrokers, we thank you for your time today, giving us a bit of what your thoughts are on today's trading. Things still holding steady, as you said earlier this morning, in particular in the banking sector. Rotimi Fakayejo there mentioned a little bit about the bond market, the Naira bond market, and that takes us back to where there's a bit of a reversal in the bullish trend. Average yield up by 3 basis points, not so strong, but again, it was a day when we had the result of the auction conducted by the Debt Management Office on Wednesday. This report came out this morning. The Debt Office offered 80 billion Naira on Wednesday. Investors said they want 143 billion Naira. The total raising by the DMO was even less than what we anticipated of 70 billion, short by 6 billion, 64 billion Naira, $210 million by some exchange rate currency rate there. Then, of course, you see the total debt raised in the first quarter of this year. We're done now with January, February, and March. That's 254 billion Naira. That's how much the Nigerian government is borrowed from the marketplace. That's much lower than 430 billion that was raised in the same quarter of 2017. The bond rates are also lower, considerably, according to analyst reports, and could potentially give an important indication or boost to the federal government's plans for capital expenditure. The stock of Nigerian treasury bills as at the end of last year, Q4, was 200 billion Naira. So right now, we're looking at that's the result of the March bond auction for you. The debt office will be back in the second or third week of April with the second quarter, first month debt auction. We'll be back on Monday with a brand new edition of Business Morning. And of course, we're reporting also from the Africa CEO Forum in Abidjan, the Ivorian capital. Nigeria is taking the center stage right from the first day, Monday, the 26th. I'll see you there, everyone. Goodbye for now.